to Decision 2013 and one of the most watched races in the nation.
Virginia is in the national spotlight tonight, electing a new governor.
10 on Your Side is live in Northern Virginia with the Democratic campaign and Terry McAuliffe.
We're also live in Richmond with the Republicans and Ken Cuccinelli's campaign. Turnout at the polls has not been very high. In the days leading up to this election day, many voters say they've been turned off by both candidates because of the negative campaigning. McAuliffe has led a number of polls in the race for governor for months. 10 on Your Side's Andy Fox is live in Tyson's Corner in Northern Virginia for us tonight. Andy.
Yeah, we're here at the Sheraton, and on this riser with me about 30 cameras and many reporters. Of course, the crowds haven't shown up yet. There is a great deal of optimism here tonight that Terry McAuliffe becomes Virginia's 72nd governor. Not only that, but that the Democrats have a clean sweep of all the statewide offices. That will be the first time since 1989. This is video now of Terry McAuliffe voting earlier. A lot of strong crowds supporting him. McAuliffe voted early today before hitting Northern Virginia polling places. He went to Chesterfield and ended up in Hampton Roads in Norfolk and Portsmouth. McAuliffe is counting on strong support in Hampton Roads, which explains why he has spent so much time there. His big issue, transportation, supporting local road projects like light rail. Today, he told crowds gathered to get out the vote, and he's confident that he's going to win.
Immediately tomorrow, I begin reaching out to every single Republican in the Senate and the House of Delegates. The reason why we're going to be successful is they want a governor who's going to work in a bipartisan, mainstream way, bringing everybody together. I think that's why you've seen the historic number of Republicans who've endorsed our candidacy. Very close to here, Mayor Sessoms of Virginia Beach. People want someone who is going to bring folks together. Our challenges are great.
Yeah, he was saying that the challenges are great. We are expecting Virginia Beach Mayor Will Sessoms to come up here, a strong supporter. He is a Republican, and part of Terry McAuliffe's success has been the crossover vote from Republicans disenchanted with Ken Cuccinelli. People like Will Sessoms who have now switched over and are supporting a Democrat. The mayor said it's the first Democrat he's supported for governor ever. So that's the word that's going on here. He is also going to be here. Will Sessoms will be here with Mayor Paul Frame. And Terry McAuliffe, key to his success also, women. Very strong with women. He's hoping that those are the ingredients that make him Virginia's 72nd governor. In Tyson's Corner, Andy Fox, 10 on Your Side. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Andy. And now to the Republicans in Richmond. 10 on Your Side's Art Cons with the Ken Cuccinelli campaign.
Yeah, Tom, right now, as you might expect, the room here is filled exclusively with journalists, photographers, and hotel staff, everybody getting ready for what promises to be a very interesting evening tonight. You know, with the recent polls showing less than 10% separating these two candidates, both of them have been working right up until today, in fact, to get out the vote, as you just heard from my colleague Andy Fox in Northern Virginia. In fact, Ken Cuccinelli was out early this morning to cast his vote, hoping that his supporters will turn out in force to do the same. Now, although the recent polls show Cuccinelli trailing by less than 8%, these same polls have indicated that Terry McAuliffe enjoys a much larger lead among women voters in Virginia. This is due largely to Cuccinelli's pro-life stance. Now, I asked him about this during a recent rally in Virginia Beach, and he told me, he said, look, I've always been pro-life, but he feels like and insists that the McAuliffe campaign has distorted the facts in this, especially saying that he wants to overturn abortion when really that's something that's up to the federal courts, not up to any state governor in any state. That is a federal matter. So he's hoping that in the last days of the campaign, they've been able to get that message out and perhaps win some of those women voters back. The last poll showed women voters that Terry McAuliffe had about a 20% or so or larger lead among women voters in Virginia. That and other issues will be coming to play in this tonight. Among them also is the fact that Cuccinelli is no stranger to being an underdog in a race, and I'll have more on that part of this story coming up tonight at 6. Reporting live from GOP Election Night headquarters in Richmond, Art Kahn, 10 on Your Side.
Thank you, Art. The third-party candidate in the race for governor has also gotten a lot of attention. Libertarian Robert Sarvis reached out to voters frustrated with the two major parties. Here's video of Sarvis and his wife voting this afternoon near their home in Annandale. Historically, third-party candidates have drained support from Republicans. It is possible if enough voters support Sarvis instead of Republican Ken Cuccinelli, then Democratic candidate Terry McAuliffe could win because of the split. Virginia voters are also making their choice for lieutenant governor and attorney general. We'll have a report on those races coming up at 5:30. And here in Hampton Roads, voters in several cities are also electing sheriffs, Commonwealth's attorneys, and House of Delegates representatives.
And how